Hey, hey, is that you folks out there? Hey, good day, folks. Welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic. I'm your host, Neil Johnson. Excited to be with you and share the news with you. Hey, my favorite sponsor, me. Anyways, NeilJohnsonPhotos.com. Promo code Lumberjack will save you 10% on one item, 15% on two. Go check it out. It's good stuff over there. All the links are below to the other sponsors as well. Thanks for all your support. Twitter's dead, folks. Remember, Jack Dorsey just stepped down and this new CEO is in there. He's worse than Dorsey by far, okay? Now, two big bans here from Twitter. One that posted about Ghislaine Maxwell and the other about Nancy Pelosi's stock market moves. So check this report out from the National File. Twitter has banned the popular Maxwell Trial Tracker account from its platform. The account, affiliated with the Free Press Report from the Patriot One Substack, posted updates about the claims raised in the criminal trial against Maxwell. Okay? In a post written on Patriot One Substack, the Free Press Report wrote, I awoke this morning and @Tracker Trial account on Twitter was suspended. There's a picture of it here in the article. I'll link to the article below. All the other accounts that I made in the past were also suspended. Now, this account had 525,000 followers, okay? It's the suppression. It's unreal. So I've told you folks before, you're going to have to, get your other sources because Twitter's only going to become more like this. And unfortunately, so is YouTube, so is Facebook, all of them, okay? Big tech believes that they can change your mind on things and completely censor out things that they don't want you to know. Another one that was suspended was the Nancy Pelosi stock tracker. Because people were following that one, Nancy's stock market moves. Of course, with all her insider trading, it's a wise thing to do, I guess, if you want to make money. You can just go invest where Nancy invests, okay? But the account was banned, get this, according to Twitter's rules, for apparently artificially amplifying information. The author says, I'm not sure what I was amplifying and how I was doing that. The Free Press Report revealed that the outlet intends to continue publishing updates on the trial on its Substack, on its Gab account, Pelosi Tracker, and promised to continue to cover all forms of big government and corporate corruption, the account noted. We have appealed to Twitter for a possible lift of the suspension, but is likely we will never hear from them. So this is, I've told you this before, I just signed up for Getter today. I'm at Lumberjack Logic on Getter. I'll put that in the links down below too. I'm on Gab. You can say anything you want on Gab pretty much, okay? You might not like some of it, okay? But remember I did that report yesterday about the the conservative movement building its own alternative ecosystem. But you need to understand, Rumble was never developed to be a conservative platform, nor was Locals. Neither of them were designed to be conservative platforms. They're just free and open platforms. And that's what the left can't stand right now, because they want Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all these companies to do their dirty work for them and censor conservatives. Okay, to censor dissenting views. That's what this is all about. And so if you people continue to just go back to the same places and when they're gone, you don't have access to that news. You need to just create some of these other accounts and follow on some other platforms, because I'm telling you folks, the day is coming. I don't believe for a second that any of this is stable. I mean, and I'm over here making videos, but do you think, I honestly believe that this is the long-term play, like they're just going to leave me alone? Obviously not, okay? Because they haven't left me alone in the past. All I'm telling you is that you have to be ready for that. Okay, go on back to the news here. National File contacted Twitter to ask if the platform maintains that the @Tracker Trial account artificially amplified information about the trial despite Maxwell's trial receiving worldwide media attention, and did not receive an immediate response. The latest high-profile Twitter ban comes only days after the platform orchestrated a late-night purge of right-wing Twitter accounts that it still has not explained. Some, however, have pointed that the latest wave of mass censorship occurred swiftly after the company's new CEO Parag Agrawal assumed power. Immediately after Agrawal assumed the CEO's chair, the platform made a radically anti-free press freedom move when it banned posting images of private individuals from the platform. This is something done routinely by journalists, both of the professional and citizen variety, during breaking news situations. So just like think about this, right? There's a protest going on, and news organizations are just out there snapping pictures. And so those get posted. Now, do you honestly believe that Twitter's going to go, oh, CNN can't post their protest pictures? You got to be kidding me. And what about all the lefty hacks, that are part of, different movements on that side? No, they're going to post those just fine. They are going to go after the conservative folks. That's it. This isn't about protecting people from being doxxed. If it was about protecting people from being doxxed, they wouldn't have allowed the attorney in the Maxwell trial to use the person's last name like they did yesterday. Okay? Now, I cannot follow everything. I can't. And so, like somebody asked me what's going on with the Maxwell trial, I just have an overview of it, right? I do not. So, New York Nadia, who you can follow on YouTube, she's been following this, and she does daily, okay? So she's a great one to follow if you want updates on that. But, I have we all have our lanes. And I just need to make this very clear because you're not able to cover everything. And I know that certain other people are covering certain things that I don't need to cover and that you most likely are following or should be following, okay? Like New York Nadia. Now, the other thing is Telegram. If you guys are not on Telegram yet, you gotta get on Telegram, okay? There are a number of great accounts to follow on Telegram, and you will be able to get uncensored information over there. Locals, my gosh, all my friends are on Locals. Okay, yeah, all of the people I used to do, large live streams with and that type of thing. But you need to understand where this censorship is going, what they're trying to do, and you've got to be prepared for it ahead of time. It's kind of like prepping. Everybody thinks preppers are nuts, right? Well, they're not. Having a 3-month supply of food around is not nuts. I mean, to actually, do you know what's nuts? Is to constantly rely on brittle supply chains where we're seeing ships stacked up off the coast. That's nuts, okay? To just blindly trust the system and to blindly trust these platforms to do right by you, because they won't. That's what's nuts. It's not being prepared for the inevitable, okay? So, all my links are below. Please support the sponsors and please follow me on some other platforms. Go to lumberjacklogicshow.com. Yes, that's my merchandise store, but also you can enter your email address so we can always stay in touch. Okay? There is so much you can do, and I know it's a big thing to untangle yourself from the beast. Okay? The big tech platforms, the banks, and all of that. But I'm telling you, I have continued to do that, even like with my merchandise. I've got the local potter making the mugs for me. I've got a gal who prints for homeschoolers doing my shirt printing. And yes, there's been challenges with that. Would it have been easier to do it another way? Yes. But we have to work to support each other and build each other back up and make sure that we're on these other platforms as well. All right. Thanks so much for listening to the show. Remember, subscribe if you haven't, but really look at the other platforms too. All right. Peace out. I love you folks.